Hi Stampers, it's another Maker Morning with Meg video. If you haven't figured out, we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the LovenStamps Facebook page at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So you Midwesterners right at 9:30, and East Coast at 10:30, West Coast at 7:30. So grab your coffee and join us for the live video or watch later on Facebook or YouTube. So hi Cheryl. I'm excited that you guys are here this morning because today is a big day. Happens each month, sometimes more than once here on Maker Mornings with Meg, but today is Paper Pumpkin Reveal Day. So, I'm glad you guys are here. Jessica, hi Angela and Kathy and Joe Ellen. So I have to tell you that if you need to turn me off now, you can. I'm not a huge baseball fan. So around here, we have big rivalries between the Cubs and the Cardinals. I know different regions have different big baseball rivalries. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Jessica. But I grew up watching football. I grew up in Cleveland, and like the 1987 AFC Championship against the Broncos is still painful to me. If you have no idea what that means, don't worry about it. But anyway, I was never a humongous baseball fan, although I do like baseball. So this month's kit is called Batter Up, and it's super baseball oriented, which is great for baseball fans, and I certainly know some. But I was thinking this is going to be a tricky one for me because I won't maybe use all of the baseball cards. So, hey Joanne. Yeah, whatever baseball team is big where you're from, post it in the comments. So anyway, I am excited today to say that I have found a really, really great way for me to use my paper pumpkin pieces and another stamp set that I've featured recently, another two actually. So we're going to combine Sunny Sentiments and Sharing Sunshine with the May 2021 paper pumpkin to make some really cute and quick cards. And I know that you might have these on your list already from the card that I shared the other day. Let me reach it here. Oh yeah, see Brewers and Braves, there you go. The card I posted the other day uses the same stamp sets and a totally different set of techniques and a totally different look. This is kind of a fussy one by the time you get in there with the fine art floral and the gold leaf and all those things. So today's card is like the opposite flip side of that, and easy to put together with your paper pumpkin kit. So yay, go Champagne Maroons, Cardinals, Bulldogs. So if you haven't gotten your paper pumpkin in the mail yet, don't panic, it's probably still coming. If you didn't get this month's paper pumpkin and you want to resubscribe, the next month's kit, I'll show you. So here's our box. The next month's kit is always advertised in the one that you get. Oh, this one had bubblegum in it, like all the better to appreciate baseball, right? And the next kit is going to be Expressions in Color. So this is the suite from the catalog that has those gorgeous, you can kind of see the images around the edge, those gorgeous alcohol ink look papers and stuff. I'm so excited about the next paper pumpkin and this kit that I decided to move around my next month feature, so June feature for LovenStamps tutorials. So you'll see those videos here and get the PDF when you place an order with me and so forth. And in June, it's going to be Expressions in Ink to match paper pumpkin. So anyway, the reason you might want to be a subscriber is if you love today's cards so much, you can easily get the pieces when this kit posts as a refill kit. So hopefully sometime early next week. But let's flip you guys down and get stamping, okay? So yeah, it's fun to see everybody's baseball loyalties. Kim, I have to say, when I saw this kit was coming, I thought, oh, this will be a big popular one in the Whirl household. Oops. Okay, that was my sneak peek. Don't look at that. All right. If you looked quickly, you could have seen that there. But all right, so we have our sort of blank template here. Let's look at our paper pumpkin. It includes a stamp set here. Can pop this on a piece of white backing paper. A stamp set here that is great for all kinds of things. You're the Greatest blank of all time. And then you can put in all these extra little words here. Friend, mom, it doesn't have to be a dad, son, brother, uncle, grandpa, etc. Great for all-star, and little baseball images if that is something that you need. So you're the best, and then you could add the little thing below it too. Or you could just have a you're the best. That could go to anybody for any occasion. Move our baseball gum out of the way. A Night of Navy ink spot for this one. And then inside we have our kit contents, which you are going to be excited about because I'm going to show you the baseball card and I'm going to show you the nothing to do with baseball version. Okay, so inside here are the directions. And I love the updates to these. They are now fully color inside. Pictures are full color. Directions are very clear. There's not a lot of teeny words. They're just layers and arrows and show you what to do. They show you the colors that are included, and they show you some alternate ideas. So these are the 3 ones that they included. We're gonna do 2 that are totally different. So I love the new directions format. So let's take a look at what's here. Card bases, of which I've pulled out a bunch already for I think 12, no, card bases for 1, 2, 3, 9 cards, and then the coordinating lined envelopes for those. The little pieces and parts that go along with those, and then string, dimensionals, glue dots, and these cute little embellishments that we are totally going to use. So you don't need anything to add to this kit really, except for a pair of scissors sometimes to cut your string. Okay. All right. So let's look at how these cards are intended to go together. They're really simple here. Yeah, Cheryl says much improved directions. Yes, I was really excited to see that. Okay, so here you can see I punched out everything from one sheet and it makes 3 cards. I'm not going to spend a lot of time making these because they're really easy and simple. So here's the first one. I would layer my red strip on there. I would add the bats to it. I would pop this baseball on top. Let's see, maybe like that. And then this all-star die cut that goes here. And then on here, you can stamp one of those little words. Sun would be great, okay? Like there's the picture that they did. And then they scattered those little dots all over. Okay, so there's one. Number 2 is this guy here. And he or she, this card, gets this. You're in a league of your own, sort of baseball card style, very clever. And then one of those little pieces here, Grandpa, you're in a league of your own, with a little bow and the little dots. So there is that one, okay? I promise we're getting to the alternate ideas here, but I wanted to show you how they're kind of intended to go so you can see where our pieces come from. And then this is the last one with this color, it's a wood grain paper. Can you see that? The wood grain's really kind of cool. And then this layer over the top, this sort of base shaped layer. See, even though I'm not a baseball fan, I know that that's a base shape. And then you could stamp on here with any of the stamps from the set. Greatest whatever of all time, you're the best, all-star, whatever makes you happy for your card, okay? And there is the finished version of that one, okay? So, all right, so that's our starting point. And then of course the coordinating envelope. So we're gonna do something different. We're gonna use some of these pieces and we're gonna add totally different stamp sets from 2 sets that I love. And the thing that I love about this kit is that the lines are super clean. They're super, you know, they're not complicated. They're very bold images. And so we picked a stamp set, or I picked stamp set combination that matches that theme. Okay, so let's start here with our wood grain background because I love that one so much. And I'm going to bring in this piece here. So I'm going to punch out this sort of, I don't know, well, this curry and real red sheet here. And I'm going to cut this into a banner shape just to give it a little different, different focus. And so I'm just going to cut up in the center, and then I'm going to cut to the end of that cut from each corner. And that is how you get a really simple banner shape on any size paper. Okay, and get rid of those scraps. All right, so this is going to go here. And then I'm gonna bring in a piece of basic white, and I'm going to use our sunshine images here from Sharing Sunshine. So let's bring in our crushed curry and real red. I might have used bumblebee. They're in this case interchangeable, not always interchangeable. In this case interchangeable, but I have my crushed curry or my bumblebee packed for some card ministry stuff that I have to do later today. So looking forward to that. All right, so I'm gonna grab this image and I'm gonna stamp twice. The first time straight on there. The second time I'm just gonna pick up and rotate a teeny bit to get those lines right next to it. And we're gonna need 2 sets of these. So I'm gonna go crazy and do 2. All right, so there we have our circles. And I don't know if you saw this, but if you're like, oh my gosh, Meg, how is that so perfectly in line? This comes from my experience as a wheel patter. So what you wanna do is you wanna brace your hands. So here, I'll do it again so you can see. Rather than being like, oh, all over the place. I know you can't see my elbow, but like all over, I'm just gonna go blah, blah, like this. You want to set yourself. So right now, let's see, you need a better angle on this. Okay, so now you can kind of see me too. So now what you can see is that I'm setting my arm right here against my countertop, because when I stamp, I want my hand to be able to go up and down in the same spot. If my elbow's like in the air, then like what's the chance of me hitting the same spot twice, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. I'm gonna brace my arm on my table. I'm just gonna stamp it once. I'm gonna pick up and rotate. Now see how my whole arm didn't move? So now it's so much easier to just set it down again and get that really perfect lineup, okay? All right, if you're a potter, you'll know what I mean. And if you're not, hey, now you've learned some skills. You could take up pottery next. All right, let's see, I'm gonna get you guys back in here. There we go. Kim pointed out, see, I'm like a faux baseball knowledge person. It's actually home plate, this shape. It's not just any plate. Thank you, Kim. All right, so we have our sunshines. I'm gonna bring these back in here. And the stamp that I didn't use, I used this one the other day. This one, super intriguing to me. And I decided that because these lines are so bold, and holy cow, this like sunburst here is so bold, I decided to go with this big zigzag, which is even more pronounced, even bolder. So, all right, we have our 2 there. Then I'm gonna bring back my inner layer and I'm gonna stamp off because I want this to be kind of light on the inside. And you saw I smeared a little red in there. It's not gonna matter because I'm covering it up. Okay, so we added this to the center, and then this stamp set, and when I did my cards the other day, I used like the sunshine ones, these kind of like cutie face ones here. I didn't really want that for this card. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these 3 dots and further cover up my little blurb there and add those to the corner. So that gives just a little bit more of like a Southwest Santa Fe Art Deco-y kind of look to it. So I love that there. So I'm gonna take these, and like I said when I did my card the other day, circle punches are great, but you cannot beat the layering circles framelits or layering circles dies for selection of shape and variety. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut those out, and through the magic of television, I have 2 suns here. Okay, so now how are we gonna put this on our card? You can kind of see that by matching the colors, everything's starting to come together really nicely for this Paper Pumpkin alternate project. I'm gonna go with this kind of right here, I think, and then add a greeting. So on our greeting, I love the ones that are in here. Happy birthday, sunshine. You bring warmth into my life. Thank you, blah, those kinds of things. But I also love the paired stamp set, Sunny Sentiments. So we're gonna go with a happy hello on this because I feel like these colors and these images are just like iconic happy hello moments. So I have a piece of basic white here, and I'm gonna ink this up in our crushed curry again and stamp here on the edge. All right, so now we have our happy hello, we have our sunshine, okay, and we basically just need to assemble our cards. let's see. I think this one needs a little trim here because it's got to fit a little bit tighter on our card. So I'll trim that. Oops, hope I don't need those again. All right, so there we go. I like that placement better. All right, and we're gonna start popping things on with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm gonna grab my dimensionals. There's of course a sheet in the kit. And I'm gonna pop some of these together. Let's see, kind of like this. And I realized I didn't put dimensionals on the back of this. Oh, I'd stamped the back of that one already. Shh. And then this is gonna go together here on our piece like so. And I'm gonna flip it over one more time and add more dimensionals. I'm kind of doing them in like the backward direction here. It's all gonna work out though. All right, and then pop this back here on our front. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here is Paper Pumpkin alternate card number 1. So you don't have to make them baseball related. This one uses a really good selection of the cards, and it is an alternate for that one right there, okay? All right, and plus then to go with our Happy Hello, we have these pretty sky blue envelopes that would match. All right, so what to do with our other card? So this one is a terrific design, and it is in their sample, goes with this sort of baseball card. But I really don't want to use the baseball theme for this. So I want to use something else. But I really like this border, and I really like the way it's kind of like got that sort of like worn look to it, that dirty like baseball dirt. I don't know. Is baseball dirt a thing, Kim, when you have boys who play baseball? I think it is. So I wanted to use this. So what I decided was that I would put a layer over the top of it and use the frame. So I'm going to show you, kind of see how that might go there. I'm going to show you a really simple way to do the cutting for this. Because I could tell you what size this is, but it's got 1/8 in it, and that's always like, what? Who wants to measure that? So I'm going to show you a really simple way to do this. So when you're with your paper trimmer, you're just going to measure and figure out what size this panel is, okay? And then we're going to, oops, I just dipped my finger in my open ink pad. Sorry, guys. All right, good thing I can clean it off with my thing here. All right, all you people who are freaking out with my open ink pads, I'll close them because they're making a mess. There we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take my trimmer here, and I'm just gonna measure this. And this panel is 2.5 by 3.5, okay? So when I cut my piece to go on here as a layer, instead of like doing math, I'm just gonna go 2.5 minus 1/8, okay? So minus a little, and 3.5 minus 1/8, or minus a little, okay? So that makes it super simple to come up with a layer that's gonna fit perfectly over the top of this, okay? So see how we're gonna still use this piece with just pretty background and design that matches our kit and so forth. We're gonna take this and we're gonna turn it sideways, and we are going to add a sunshine here and a greeting. So let's go with Happy Hello again. Let's see. So super dangerous to stamp on card fronts that are moving. So I'm gonna move this away. And baseball dirt is a thing. Oh my gosh, yes, the white pants. I always like thought that the baseball moms who had to whose kids wore gray pants were so much better off than the white pants ones. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stamp our greeting there on the side. So this color is So Saffron, which is a nice light tint for to go with Crushed Curry or Bumblebee. And we're gonna go ahead and layer those together. Now, usually I'd put dimensionals between layers, but I don't really want anyone to know what is underneath here. I don't want the theming to give us away. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this flat on here with my adhesive, okay? Oh, we didn't put our embellishments on our other card. Okay, that's coming too. All right, and then this is going to kind of come down here like this. And I think I'm gonna center this and put our sun up here. I kind of like the way that looks. So let's adhere this center layer first, and then we're gonna come back with some embellishments. Now we have that baker's twine from the kit that we could use. I think I'm gonna go with those. I am super partial to those little embellishments, the little acrylic embellishments. So, all right, and then I'm gonna pop more dimensionals here under our sun. And I want this one closer to the center because I don't want it to stick out here. I wanted it to be 2 on our layer here. All right, so there are our 2 cards. With Sharing Sunshine and Sunny Sentiments, we need embellishments. So let me figure out where those went here. There we go. Okay, let's open these babies. Oh, I do need my scissors that fell on the floor. Oops. Okay, we have our scissors that fell on the floor. And to open these and make my life easier, because I don't like that sticky strip, I'm gonna just slit the side of the package. There we go. So now our pieces slide out from the side easily, as long as you cut all the way, and then slide back in. So when you're using all kinds of rhinestones and things like this, remember this super easy opening trick. All right, so gosh, these are super cute. I'm gonna pop on, I think, of these little circles here. I'm gonna go maybe on 2 of them, maybe on 1 of them. Let's see, we'll pop 1 on in here, just 1. I'm gonna pull that one back off, which you can usually do if you kind of have your fingernail under there. All right, and then I think we're gonna go, I'll save that one for later. We're gonna add some red ones around 1, 2, 3 is usually my go-to. 1, 2, let's see here. I know I'm like, so this is how I do it in real life. Like, where should I put this? Where would fit well? There or up here? I'm gonna go up here, I think. There we go. So there's 3 for that one. And then this one, I'm gonna pop some, I don't really like them on there. Maybe I'll do yellows. Go with the yellow. 1, 2, and then we have to decide if this one counts as our 3 or a different one. There we go. I kind of like that. Okay. All right, so now we have our embellishments added. Usually I say whether it's like a stamp, adding 1 more like little stamp circle or something, an embellishment, when you think, oh, should I add 1 more? The answer is usually not to add the 1 more. It's usually to quit while you're ahead. The 1 more would be too many and then it's hard to take off. So, all right, so are you guys excited? We have started with our Batter Up baseball kit, which we'll make a couple of these baseball cards. Great for Father's Day, like Cindy pointed out, which is coming up soon. And then also really great to pair with other stamp sets that you have, such as Sharing Sunshine and Sunny Sentiments, to do something I'd say not completely different, but something fairly different that really makes the most of the pieces from the kit. So usually, sorry guys, the kits come out as kit refills. Woo, you guys are, I'm like in an earthquake. The kits come out as kit refills usually on the Monday, next Monday, so last Monday of the month or so. You will be able to see those, and there are lots of links in the video description here for the ordering list. If you are like, what is Paper Pumpkin? I'm so like not aware of that even. I put a link into the description on my LovenStamps website so you can understand more of what Paper Pumpkin is. And the supply list includes the prepaid codes if you wanted to get prepaid kits, like you just sign up for, 3 months of kits in a row. They're $22, the shipping's included. It's a really great set of supplies. You get a stamp set. I mean, you saw the one for this month. This is a big stamp set. You get a stamp set, you get an ink spot, so it's a great way to build your supplies, and you get the card pieces to make a set of cards, usually somewhere between 9 and 12 cards with envelopes. So 22 bucks, you just can't beat it. Anyway, don't miss out on signing up. I kind of think the next one's gonna be popular because Expressions in Ink has been super hot so far. So don't forget to sign up for that soon. I would love, if you don't have a demonstrator you work with, if you pick me as your demonstrator when you sign up for Paper Pumpkin. And so you just look for me, Meg Loven from Illinois, when you sign up. Or you can use the links on my website and you'll get directly to me. So, all right. Thank you guys. I hope you're excited about this month's paper pumpkin. Even if baseball isn't initially your thing, that we've given you guys some ideas for some alternate sunny ideas that make really great use of the pieces in this kit. So, all right, I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a really great rest of your week and happy stamping.